Hello everybody and welcome back to the Awesome Goalkeeper. It's been a couple of weeks, I think, since our last episode on our Forest career. I forgot to sim QPR away, so I'm going to do so now. I'm just going to ignore that. So we're top of the league. I'll skip the press conference. And we are victorious 2-0. Ryan Yates and Keenan Davis with the goals. So that's an alright start, a 2-0 win on the sim. We seem to be quite far ahead at the top actually. Ahead of Bournemouth. But today we have Sheffield United, Preston North End, Reading, Luton and West Brom. I'm going to play Sheffield United, Luton and West Brom, I think. We have a 64 rated centre mid in Elliot Venice from England. We have Ewan Birch, 66 rated at Cam. He's quite interesting actually. He could be a really... I'm going to knock him off this one because it's 9 weeks and he's already got decent passing. And I'm going to up his attacking work rate. And a 67 left winger, Jakob Walter. 67 rated. We keep on this one for 4 weeks. That's our academy. We have 3 really good young talents. Overall, I'm happy with our youth academy. And we're going to push now into this game against Sheffield Wednesday at the City Ground. Right then, let's push into this game. We've got the home crowd, so hopefully the home advantage. But it is the Championship. It is Sheffield United. You never know what you're going to get. Out to Johnson. Tries to get it chipped in, but can't. Stevens blocks. I've got Johnson still running in. And it's fallen to Lolly, who gets the header. Eastwood, I can't have the shot for some reason. Galanopoulos takes a shot. It's disappointing. That's our first attempt. And he just takes an extra touch. Oh, McGoldrick, that's a perfect ball into Pulcard, but Mitchell has to knock it out of play. It's great defensive awareness from Tyrant Mitchell. Pulcard back to Baldock. Yates, handballs. I thought it was a handball when it came in. It looked like it had come off his arm. I'm not really sure. I don't really understand the handball that well. Samba took an age to dive and save it though, but saved it anyway. And Sharp is not able to make it 1-0, and Arter can't get that ball to Davis, but we do play him through eventually. Has to try and knock it out to Johnson, who gets onto it. And we're going to have a corner. It did come from their penalty though. It stays at a goalless stalemate. Into Yates, who gave the penalty away off the post. Worrell and Eastwood is making very unconvincing saves. That's all I'm going to say. So Eastwood is 61 rated. They've started a 61 rated goalkeeper in goal. I've injured Baldock actually, their right wing back. Let's just hope that they bring on a worse player for him, because he has been causing a few issues. Bogle on the wing, gets the chip in. McGoldrick still holds, gets that ball in. Spence wins the header, and Lolly brings it down to Zinkernagel. It's all about staying calm. And Johnson tries to unleash Davis, who gets away from one. Taken down. That should be a straight red card for the offender, and it is. Jack Robinson, straight red. Davis was through. Harriata steps up for it. I'm just going to put it, aim for the top corner. Yellow time, off the crossbar. He is in the form of his life, I think, Harriata, in terms of Championship level. I know he's played Premier League before, but in terms of his time at Notts Forest, sorry. Don't want to get those two confused. In terms of his time at Notts Forest, he's in very good form for us. And it's Joe Lolly. Passes it across. Is that not a handball from Davis? And again, I thought we could have had a penalty there. If I bring it back, crossed in, it's obviously blocked straight onto his arm. If that isn't a handball, but Yates's was, it really makes you question, was there a handball here? If that wasn't a handball, that would have just hurt a lot. But if they don't give that as a handball, but they give Ryan Yates as a handball, then what can you really say? Johnson into Arter, into Zinkernagel. Plays it into Davis. There's an easy run for Gananopoulos to come in, and I go around the outside of the defender. I don't know how that worked. He was so slow. We're on legendary difficulty, and he was so slow. But they were really alright, actually, Sheffield United, the way they're passing the ball and everything. But ever since that man's been sent off, it's just not been as enjoyable to play. Yeah, so looking at this formation, they just haven't changed. So they've had their centre-back sent off, but the manager just hasn't changed tactic at all. So everything's the same. So they're playing at 4 at the back, but with only 3 at the back. That was nice from Spence into Johnson, into Zinkernagel. Sees it into Arter. I see that run, and he passes it perfectly to Joe Lolly. Takes his shot, and it's saved by Eastwood. I maybe could have had a few more touches forward. It's a decent save from the 61 rated goalkeeper. Oh, but Spence on the header. That was an elite goal. That had some proper curl on it, off the post and in. We ran into Sharp. Mitchell dispossesses, although they do pick up a free kick. I'm going to put Arter on the line. I think he's got some height to him. He wasn't needed in the end. And Johnson tries to pick out Lolly. He can't win the header. Gananopoulos can't win the header. Arter tries to get there but can't. Bogle running down this side. Mitchell ready to put a tackle in, isn't needed. But he is needed again as it goes to Bogle, back to Berge. Back to Bogle. They're really playing it down this right hand side. Into Hurrian. Samba comes and claims, and we're going to unleash this quickly. Davis out wide to Johnson. And he's managed to pick that pass perfectly into Lolly, into Zinkernagel. And that is a finish and a half. They're playing a very high line now, Sheffield United. I don't see them getting anything from this game though if they keep passing it backwards. I don't see them getting anything from this game now at all. They've got 2 minutes to score. Minimum of 3 goals. They could get one here though. Yates wins it. Davis with the volley away. And that should be time. That's a 3-0 victory against the 10-man Sheffield United. Preston are in 10th position. I'm just going to quickly substitute Arter off. He's a little bit tired. So I'm going to put Cole back in for this game. And we'll see how we do. A 1-0 win thanks to Keenan Davis after half an hour. And it's a draw thanks to an 86-minute strike from McIntyre. Yates, the centre-back, scores for us. Right, we're ready to play against Luton. We'll see how we fare, though, against Luton. And I don't think it's going to be favourable, if I'm honest. I'm going to knock it over at the back, even though he decided to run away from it. Can't shout for the ball and run away from it. Arter goes for the shot, it's blocked. And if he hit it in first time, that would have been very nice. Oh, Yates caught trying to give it back to the goalkeeper. Worrell gets it clear off his shoulder. Both sides have come close now. So we know what we can all do. It's just about trying to prevent it. It's back into Zinkernagel, can't win the header. Jerome into Adebayo, and that is a top corner goal. Luton lead 1-0. Okay, he's just scored again. The same guy, edge of the box again, top corner. 2-0 down. We've not been in this situation before. To Zinchenko, nobody is up with him, so I've been pushed out wide. It's all well and good them calling for it, but if they're not in their position, Bradley, the 70 rated captain, is able to dispossess and hold on under substantial pressure. That's a handball, ref? I guess not. That was nice one, Lolly. Zinchenko somehow just breezes past him, and I knock it in and we score. Galanopoulos for his second goal of the episode in the same minute as his last goal, 44th minute. It went down as both of them. That's pretty cool. That's a foul, but the ref says play on. Adebayo, he's on a hat-trick. He scored 2 goals practically instantly after one another. Arta with a great tackle. If he wasn't already in the title of last episode, he probably would be in this one. Zinchenko, and it's into Joe Lolly. Oh, can't get it clear for Joe Lolly. And Campbell now on it. Into Adebayo. Worrell with the interception. In terms of defence, we have conceded 2, but they were 2 unstoppable, excellent paced, long shots. But in terms of our actual defending when they're attacking at us, I think we've been pretty good. Arta with another interception. Our interceptions tally for this game must be exceptional. It's into Davis. Zinchenko runs down the outside, blasts that in at the keeper's near post. We pick up the ball. We want this win. Johnson, great bit of defence as he knocks it into Zinchenko, who knocks it into Davis. Out to the side. Keenan Davis scores. 76th minute, and we go 2-0, 3-2 up from 2-0 down. But Bruno has spun me as Samba makes the save. I'm going to make a change. I'm going to bring Panzo on, Arta, bring him further in. Can I not make him a centre-back? There we go. And bring it to 5 at the back, because I think that's what's going to be necessary now to try and hold on to this 3-2 win. I'm not looking to go and push forward for another goal, commit bodies forward. I'm looking to try and hold on to this victory. Worrell again, playing very well, Joe Worrell. And they spun me, and Samba makes a great save that could be crucial in our season, and it's out wide to Zinchenko. Somehow holds on to it, gets it back, and knocks it through to Spence again, who knocks it into Davis, into Johnson, can't score, scores on the second time of asking, and it's absolute scenes at the City Ground. We win 4-2. We were 2-0 down, we're now 4-2 up, and I didn't think we were going to win. I said at the start of this game, I think Luton are going to win this, and they haven't actually. Bear in mind, we didn't get level. We didn't even get one back until just before the second half. Away from home against second place. We're in our alternate kit. We blend into the grass a little bit, but that's fine because we're ready to take on second place. The game for some reason is playing the Premier League music, but I can't really concentrate on that. I have to concentrate on defending this. Joe Worrell trying to push Bauer out, and he gives the corner away. Why are they playing the Premier League music? I do like the Premier music though, it's very nice. Furlong wins the header. The music's still going. You guys do know you're in the Championship, don't you? Inwards to Galanopoulos. Back into Davis, who can't get there. Ajayi is in position. Mawa, I think he played for Luton. I could be wrong. Robinson scored though. Out to Lolly. We're not going to let our heads drop. Zinchenko couldn't hold on to it. And that's caught us off. I do take it down with Worrell. I ran the risk of getting a red just to try and halt the attack, because we only had him back. I think I've injured Robinson in the process. We pick up a yellow, Looking back, it's probably a stupid decision actually, but it looks like we've injured one of their players. We have. Robinson, the goal scorer, has come off. And it's Moat. And Dyke, who's just come on because I've killed their striker, scores. That is karma, to be fair. Oh, that was very nice from Johnson, though. Townsend does dispossess him. Moat. Reach. Samba has done an absolute howler. And he couldn't... How did he not save that? That was so slow. That was so slow. But how? Like, look at the way he dives for this. Like, it's as if he's not even bothered. We'll see it again here. I wanted him to bowl it out to Tyrant Mitchell. But yeah, he could have got to that if he carried on running and he actually dived upright rather than slipping on the floor. It seems every pass the AI is doing is pinpoint perfect, which is a shame because it takes away from it. Takes away from the enjoyment if everything's accurate. Davis, that's great muscle. And a good ball into Johnson, who's inside into Zinkernagel, saved by John Stone. Sam Johnstone. And Wall with the header doesn't get to it. It's actually Daryl Dyke to knock it behind for another corner. Spence can't win the header. It's Worrell. Ganadopoulos, and was that even a shot? Gives it away to Livermore. Ganadopoulos saves us on this occasion. It's still 3-0 West Brom. The travelling fans aren't going to be happy. I take that touch with Lolly. The other guy goes flying for it. Little inside. Marat. Oh, we cannot get to it. Daryl Dyke, one of the goal scorers, into Carlin Grant, who's the second substitution, into the first substitute, and off the crossbar, Worrell heads it away, Lolly heads it away, but only as far as Darnell Furlong to Carlin Grant, ex-Huddersfield, were able to deal with it on this occasion. He's got to come out, and Daryl Dyke puts it perfectly in the bottom corner for 4-0. I'm waiting for the run. Johnson, I'm waiting for you to make the run. You never made it in the end. And we give it away. If you made that run and I've knocked you through and you could get a crossing, mate. The attacking awareness today has just been off. I'm going to just get Mighton on. Get Sturridge on. I think that's going to be it. But 76 minutes to score 5 goals. It's not going to happen. Johnson. Mawat. How has Mawat got his foot around there? Sturridge plays it into Johnson, who scores. We get one back. We destroy West Brom's clean sheet. We give the travelling fans something to cheer. Smiton into Surridge. Can't get that final pass through. These substitutes just seem to have livened up our game. And if I made these slightly earlier, we could maybe be in a better position than we are right now. It's Sam Surridge. I can't cut inside. Kibre in the way. The unbeaten played record is over. Cafu claims anyway that we were going to make a contract decision, because I don't remember doing that. No. You didn't talk to me about your contract, mate. That's something that you didn't do. So, it would be pretty nice if you're a little bit nicer to me, considering I've done nothing wrong. Right, let me find you on here. This is a major issue that I just don't enjoy about the game when players do this. Because now he submits the transfer request, and I've literally done nothing wrong. Like, he's happy with his contract. He's got another year, well, he's got another season here after this season. I think it's wrong. There's definitely something wrong in the coding, and it's a shame because Cafu's a good player, and I would use him. I haven't used him an awful lot, but he's only 28, and Harry Arter's 31, so he would be next season. He'd be my Harry Arter at the age of 29. But because of the coding in the game, that future development of him is now ruined, and I'm going to be forced to sell him. I mean, how much is he even worth? I'm barely going to get a mil for him, and I could get a lot more worth out of him if he didn't complain about his contract talks with me that never happened. Yeah, you can go. I don't know who you are. I've never seen you in my life. Anyway, make sure you guys smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more. Next episode, who will be facing? We'll be having Middlesbrough, Huddersfield, and Swansea. 3 winnable games. Let's see if we can do it. We're only 5 points up the top now, which is a lot less than we used to be. But anyway, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more, hit the notification bell for the next episode, and I'll see every one of you guys hopefully in a bit. Goodbye.